Greetings from the far side of the galaxy. I'm Fury, your host the most, here with another new kind of video. Long story short, finals aren't soon, they're now, and this video is quick, easy, and I don't even have to write a script for it. You may have seen it already, but I made a community post asking for your Housamo confessions, so now I'm putting them all in a video. So let's just get started, yeah? First up, let's go with this one. I want to cuddle with Bertro. He looks so nice and fluffy with his hair, plus I love that damn smile of his. Respectfully, Bertro looks more eager to bite you than Garmier. Garmer? I still haven't looked up his name. Next up, this one. I want more love moments with Seth. Like in the Valentin event, we were so close to a kiss. I think so? I don't remember very well. Neither do I, buddy. I want more of it, and maybe with some other characters too. Boy, howdy, are you going to be excited when I tell you about Date Quest? Next up is this. I'd want to keep Taratomo in my house. Think of all the things you could do. Free fire for cooking, burn forest, have a Kenshi that's thoughtful, literally sad boy arrow with you, comfort, if you know what I mean. Literally the coolest Kenshi in the game. Prove me wrong. Actually, Taratomo is fire attribute, so the coolest Kenshi in the game would be Moritaka, who's water attribute. Also, what do you mean fire for cooking? Where do you live? The middle of nowhere? Next up, Chernobog and Makin are peak husbandos, and we need more of them in the story, or at least events. Also, no Makin skin/alt? Okay, so you know Beowulf from the end of my last video? Click the top right. We aren't sure yet, but he might have been drawn by Gamma, and if that's the case, then it's not just new skins. New units for characters like Ophion and Makin might be on the table. After that is, no one will simp harder for Sathogwa than I can.
Not scientifically possible!
I'm legally obligated to put this in the video so the thumbnail isn't clickbait. Shino is so that he makes me feel like, and I would, yeah, I don't know what any of that means, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put you here. After that is this. I want the summoners to have different outfits too. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you meant the protagonist because the summoners do have different outfits. And if that's the case, then I do not envy Bum Bum who would have to draw 6 different skins for every event. This one says, I like all of the Burmen, and I wish Housamo printed more. I'd be happy dating any of them. Yes, this includes Gandharva. First of all, nobody likes Gandharva. Secondly, it's kind of funny to think that Samorg is Life Under's 4th ever Birdman. Someone else said, Shino is a big, lovable fella I would spend my life with. And to that I say, what do you mean big? Shino's like 5'3". He's a manlet. Our next confession is, for my first 2 or 3 weeks, did not know what DP were, so I did not do dungeons. With the new UI, it's more clear. Honestly, I get that. I never would have discovered the dungeons if I hadn't started just pressing things randomly and accidentally hit the globe symbol. After that is, oh boy. Snow! 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 Okay, that's where I'm ending this bit. Saying snow so many times is giving me a headache. A confession that's easier to say is, I want to be sandwiched between Oz and Zoe. And you can get right in the box too. This one says, I thought Bale was Seth's evil twin brother. Also, Masanori is cute. Hey man, at least the characters you got confused have at least some relation to each other. When I started, I thought Kengo and Oniwaka were going to be brothers or something, but it was just a case of same-face syndrome. The next one is, I used to have this Tez plush that I used to pour milk on and suck the milk back out of. It was sopping wet all the time. I used to slam it against the walls and it would make a loud thud. What? This better be a fucking reference to something because I swear to God. Also, I just said fuck and YouTube hates that, so Ko-fi and Patreon, the link is in the description. One person said, this game made me realize I liked furries. And someone else said, I started playing as a furry and realized I'm only into human husbandos. Clearly, to decide if Housamo is a furry game or not, we can only resolve this issue with a fight to the death. I salute your sacrifice. May the odds forever be in your favor. This one says, Shiro is 100% perfect even if he's the rejected love cliche. But seriously, stop doing that to him, Life Wonders. I have a theory that it's not Life Wonders doing it, Shiro's just into that. He'd be happy to sit off to the side and watch Ryota charge scale them cheeks, if you know what I mean. And speaking of words that begin with C, I want to make out with Yasuyori while Tanetomo watches. And I want to put you in the box. Next up, I want to marry Kamui. He's a bae. Okay, but which? Because it's Korpikure Kamui, Kimun Kamui, Horkyu Kamui? Kamui's just the Ainu word for God. It's a title. And this one says, Snow needs more screen time with more focus on his personal arc that isn't centered around Claude. I want him to grow more into a character his own. I was going to say what character of his own, but I feel that's probably emblematic of your point. Someone else confessed, when I first started, I used to use stones to revive in combat. The only time I ever used stones to revive was during that fucking Shenong battle in chapter 10. You know the one. This dude said, I want to hug Zabania so badly, and if I ever fall in love, I want to meet someone who has the same mindset like him. I get thinking Zabania is hot, but the only reason you should ever want to meet a guy like him is if you're a therapist and you want to try fixing that whole mess he's got going on. After that, someone said, oh boy. I was expecting a Christine Star 5 Limited Chapter 14 altar, but was trolled with a Kirito instead. It appears this was written in an ancient script called Fate Grand Order. Don't worry, I know how to translate it. Yes, it does suck that Christine did not get a limited 5-star unit for the Chapter 14 banner, but hey, let's just be glad Life Wonders remembered she exists. I mean, she could have ended up like a certain bird. Because we brought up Kirito, let's go with this. Kirito deserves a limited variant just for the 6 years of wait, and Isaac deserves one for being a sweet small bean. First, if Kirito gets a limited unit before Azazel, I'm going to snap. And 2, bean. This person said, thanks to Housamo, now I always have a PP. Ah yes, a PP. Which clearly stands for profile picture, get your head out the gutter. Someone else said, I want to become Hecate Housamo. This can only mean 2 things. 1, you want to marry Hecate, which yeah, I get that. 2, you plan to go all Captain Ginyu on her, and in that case, yeah, I get that. Either way, I appreciate the use of Housamo for our last name, like she sans Undertale. The next comment is, I want to snuggle with more than half the cast. No funny business, just snuggle. You get to stay out of the box this time. An oddly familiar profile pic says, Snow needs to be transmask. And to that I say,
You're goddamn right.
This comment says, I'm afraid to continue the story mode because of Chapter 8. You can run, but you can't hide from the main quest icon saying next. This comment says, spoilers, I guess. I'm alright with Hombre Tigre dying in Chapter 10 because it was the best way to end his arc in my honest opinion. Also, I want Izamna to tuck me in bed and read me a bedtime story. You probably got a point, but Hombre Tigre's funny, so I want to see more of him. And you're getting very close to the box with that last comment. After that, someone said, the women in this game have given me feelings I never knew I had in the first place. Talk about being bi without even trying. Also, I played this game as a joke, but I stayed for the plot, aka I stayed for Snow and Ophion. Oh man, you were doing so well until that last part. Now I have to put you in the box. The comment I found after that says, I like Benton's character and think her way of thinking is really cool. The women in Housamo were done really well. You're pretty much spot on. Despite being a gay game, the women in Housamo are some of the best. Also, Benton's cringe, but we wouldn't love her if she wasn't. Our penultimate comment says, this game's writing is better than some AAA games and deserves more recognition and credit. Also, since it's play to win, I play it more than some more money-hungry gachas and more mobile games should do that. You're goddamn right about that. One of these days I'll get to making a video or even videos about the writing in Housamo, but don't hold your breath. And our final comment of the day is this. This game made me feel like someone cares about me and brought me back from a dark place. It also made me go back to my hobbies. For that, I will always be grateful. You may have been able to notice that with these last few comments, I've been building up to something, and it's this. Its characters, its world, this game has been here for the lot of us, always a crutch for us to lean on. You're watching this video, so I can tell it means a lot to you, and it's the focus of my channel, so it clearly means a lot to me. There were a few other comments like this about Marcosius and Ashigara. I only chose this one because it was the shortest and easiest to say. This probably sounds like some sort of New Year's or Christmas video spiel, but it's a little early for that. I probably should have planned this out better, but whatever. Thank you for watching, and as always, this is Rose Fury signing out. Holy shit, I almost forgot to do Patreon shoutouts. We've got some new people this time. For 3 stars, we have special thanks to 87 Werehog, Deku, Zoro Rachel, Joran, Garion LaFay, and Yara Fernandez. For our 4-star shoutouts, we have Miki Moon, who held back the stars. And for our Super D-Tuper special 5-star shoutouts, we have... First, we have Unknown RC, the all-knowing. Then Vanilla Flower, who discarded their great rune. And Poor Mage, whose forefathers one and all will bear witness. Next, Sky King 64, who will devour the very gods. Finally, Mahagasaur, who's given thee courtesy enough. As always, this is Rose Fury signing out.